The Unnamed Baby Chronicles. Episode 1. Rosemary stood in her kitchen, cradling her impossibly unnamed baby against her chest, fury still burning through her veins about that vindictive witch Lilith, her own backstabbing sister who'd stolen the name Malachi 13 years ago out of pure spite. She gazed down at the infant's extraordinary eyes, those orbs that seemed to shift between colors that had no names, not quite amber, not quite jade, but something between twilight and prophecy. Ancient wisdom flickered behind those infant lashes, as if the small soul carried forgotten truths from worlds beyond imagination. The kitchen hummed with pre-meeting chaos as the family rummaged through the refrigerator. "What's left for a bite before we go?" Damien called out, peering into the nearly empty fridge. "Only chocolate pudding," he muttered, pulling out the last remaining cups from the back of the shelf. Reagan glanced over from where she sat at the counter and shrugged. "At least it's not pistachio. That stuff looks like pea soup." The moment those words left her lips, her impossibly unnamed baby brother erupted in delighted giggles. For just an instant, the reality-warping power revealed Reagan's true nature. Her face turned ashen gray, her eyes went completely black, and her skin took on the pallor of something long dead. The transformation lasted only seconds before she returned to her normal appearance. But the cosmic truth had been glimpsed. That's when Chucky appeared in the doorway, his tiny frame bouncing with excitement in his perfectly pressed Oshkosh overalls. "Can I come to the PTO meeting? I promise I'll be good." His innocent smile masked something far more sinister as his eyes briefly lingered on the kitchen knife block. "Sure, Gage will be there too," Rosemary said. "All right, everyone, time to get ready for the PTO meeting. Chucky, Gage, matching overalls. Damien, Reagan, your nice clothes are laid out upstairs." Chucky and Gage exchanged a look that would have made seasoned military strategists nervous. Their matching Oshkosh overalls were unjust clothing. They were uniforms for whatever elaborate scheme they had been plotting since breakfast. The family gathered their belongings and headed out the door. Before they left, Rosemary quickly checked Chucky's pockets. Sure enough, she discovered a plastic butter knife, 3 safety pins, and what appeared to be a sharpened crayon. "Nice try, kiddo," she muttered, confiscating the contraband. When it came to Gage, she couldn't frisk him, but her maternal radar pinged warnings about what looked suspiciously like a concealed slingshot in his back pocket, and possibly some marbles. The journey to chaos. Damien and Reagan climbed into the back seat, and they drove toward what had once been a distinguished presidential elementary school. The Beastie Boys' Paul Revere pumped through the car speakers, the perfect soundtrack for their journey. First stop, picking up Gage from his house, where he waited on the front porch in his own set of perfectly pressed Oshkosh overalls. As they made their way through town, Rosemary made her offbeat observation about being stuck behind an old Pontiac Sunbird with a bumper sticker reading "My other car is Air Force One." "The only pudding relevant right now is the pudding in the president's brain," she mused. "We all just driving our little Pontiac Sunbirds around while the people making decisions are operating on desert logic." Her impossibly unnamed baby's eyes absolutely sparkled. That reality-warping giggle erupted with pure joy, and the baby's developing consciousness latched onto the word pudding with such delight that it immediately began reshaping their world around this perfectly silly concept.